Итак, текст на аудирование и перевод к 6-му уроку. В этом уроке снова даны порядковые числительные, то есть 1, 2, 3, 24 и так далее. Итак, вы должны, первое, прослушать предложение, второе, остановить воспроизведение, третье, записать это предложение на английском языке себе в тетрадь и письменно перевести его на русский язык. Вы должны писать только ручкой, только себе в тетрадь. Вы должны отключить субтитры и не пользоваться никакими материалами. Поехали!
The first. Is the class in the street? The second.
Yes, the class is in the street.
The third.
There are universities in the cities.
The fourth.
Yes, we've got universities in the cities.
The fifth.
Have I got a message on the smartphone?
The sixth.
Yes, I've got a message on the smartphone.
The seventh.
There's a clinic close to the buildings.
The eighth.
The people have got clinic close to the buildings.
The ninth.
Has the scientist got a journal in hand?
The 10th.
Yes, the scientist has got a journal in hand.
The 11th.
Are there classes at school?
The 12th.
Yes, the classes are at school.
The 13th.
Is there a lamp by the bed?
The 14th.
Yes, the lamp is by the bed.
The 15th.
There isn't a shop close to the square.
The 16th.
No, I'm not in a shop close to the square.
The 17th.
Are there clinics in the towns?
The 18th.
Yes, the clinics are in the towns.
The 19th.
Are you in the classroom?
The 20th.
Yes, I'm in the classroom.
The 21st.
There's a stop close to school.
The 22nd.
I'm at the stop close to school.
The 23rd.
Aren't the children in the classrooms?
The 24th.
No, the children aren't in the classrooms.
The 25th.
Is there a university in the city?
The 26th.
Yes, the university is in the city.
The 27th.
There aren't messages on the phone.
The 28th.
No, the client hasn't got messages on the phone.
The 29th.
Haven't the pupils got devices on the desks?
The 30th.
No, the pupils haven't got devices on the desks.
The 31st.
Are there stops close to schools?
The 32nd.
Yes, the school children have got stops close to schools.
The 33rd.
There aren't lamps by the beds in the rooms.
The 34th.
No, travellers haven't got lamps by the beds in the rooms.
The 35th.
Has the vet got kittens in hands?
The 36th.
Yes, the vet has got kittens in hands.
The 37th.
Isn't there a supermarket near the house?
The 38th.
No, we haven't a supermarket near the house.
The 39th.
Aren't there differences between the shoes?
The 40th.
No, there aren't differences between shoes.
The 41st.
Haven't I got a device on the desk?
The 42nd.
No, I haven't got a device on the desk.
The 43rd.
Aren't there shops near schools?
The 44th.
No, the shops aren't near schools.
The 45th.
Have the producers got conversations with the actresses?
The 46th.
Yes, the producers have got conversations with the actresses.
The 47th.
Aren't you in the theatre near to the hotel?
The 48th.
No, we aren't in the theatre near to the hotel.
The 49th.
Have you got a store in the town?
The 50th.
Yes, we've got a store in the town.
The 51st.
Is there a difference between petrol and diesel?
The 52nd.
Yes, there's difference between petrol and diesel.
The 53rd.
Aren't there supermarkets near the city?
The 54th.
No, the supermarkets aren't near the city.
The 55th.
Are there cinemas close to the squares?
The 56th.
Yes, I've got cinemas close to the squares.
The 57th.
Aren't the stores near the buildings?
The 58th.
Yes, the stores are near the buildings.
The 59th.
Hasn't the employee got a conversation with the boss?
The 60th.
No, the employee hasn't got a conversation with the boss.
61st.
Isn't there a cinema in the village?
The 62nd.
No, we haven't got a cinema in the village.
The 63rd.
Are there fans in front of the beds?
The 64th.
Yes, the fans are in front of the beds.
The 65th.
Have the employees got time at the factories?
The 66th.
Yes, the employees have got time at the factories.
The 67th.
Aren't there cycles in front of the house?
The 68th.
No, you haven't got cycles in front of the house.
The 69th.
Is the boot on the foot?
The 70th.
Yes, the boot is on the foot.
The 71st.
Hasn't the actor got jeans on the legs?
The 72nd.
No, the actor hasn't got jeans on the legs.
The 73rd.
Aren't there adults behind the house?
The 74th.
No, the adult isn't behind the house.
The 75th.
Haven't you got time after the job?
The 76th.
No, I haven't got time after the job.
The 77th.
Is there an umbrella on the hanger next to the door?
The 78th.
No, the umbrella isn't on the hanger next to the door.
The 79th.
Isn't there an adult among children in the yard?
The 80th.
No, we haven't got an adult among children in the yard.
The 81st.
Isn't the fan next to the table?
The 82nd.
No, the fan isn't next to the table.
The 83rd.
Haven't you got boots on the feet?
The 84th.
No, I haven't got boots on the feet.
The 85th.
Aren't there umbrellas on the hangers in the room?
The 86th.
No, there aren't umbrellas on the hangers in the room.
The 87th.
Is the cycle at the house?
The 88th.
Yes, the cycle is at the house.
The 89th.
Has the woman got trousers on the legs?
The 90th.
Yes, the woman has got trousers on the legs.
The 91st.
There are dialogues between judges about witnesses on the radio.
The 92nd.
Yes, the judges have got dialogues about witnesses on the radio.
The 93rd.
Aren't there sausages on the table?
The 94th.
No, the sausages aren't on the table.
The 95th.
Has the housewife got matches in the cupboard next to the cooker?
The 96th.
Yes, the housewife has got matches in the cupboard next to the cooker.
The 97th.
There isn't a cartoon on television.
The 98th.
No, you haven't got a cartoon on television.
The 99th.
Haven't the scientists got opinions about the question?
The 100th.
No, the scientists haven't got opinions about the question.
The 101st.
Isn't there a bottle with water on the floor?
The 102nd.
No, I haven't got a bottle with water on the floor.
The 103rd.
There are users at the computers at schools.
The 104th.
Yes, the users are at the computers at schools.
The 105th.
Has the agent got a hat on the head?
The 106th.
Yes, the agent has got a hat on the head.
The 107th.
Hasn't the aunt got a sausage on the plate?
The 108th.
No, the aunt hasn't got a sausage on the plate.
The 109th.
There's an opinion about the film among viewers.
The 110th.
Yes, the viewers have got an opinion about the film.
The 111th.
Aren't there cartoons on television?
The 112th.
No, the granddaughter hasn't got cartoons on television.
The 113th.
I've got a dialogue with a hunter about animals.
The 114th.
Yes, you've got a dialogue with a hunter about animals.
The 115th.
There isn't a match in the kitchen.
The 116th.
No, you haven't got a match in the kitchen.
The 117th.
Haven't the ladies got hats on the heads?
The 118th.
No, the ladies haven't got hats on the heads.
The 119th.
Is the user at the computer?
The 120th.
Yes, the user is at the computer.
The 121st.
There are bottles with milk in the fridges.
The 122nd.
Yes, you've got bottles with milk in the fridges.
The 123rd.
Aren't there ropes in the backpack?
The 124th.
No, the climber hasn't got ropes in the backpack.
The 125th.
There are texts for translators on the computers.
The 126th.
Yes, the translators have got texts on the computers.
The 127th.
Are you in an interview with candidates?
The 128th.
Yes, I've got an interview with candidates.
The 129th.
Isn't there rubbish on the tables?
The 130th.
Yes, you've got rubbish on the tables.
The 131st.
There isn't cash in the purse in the bag.
The 132nd.
Yes, I've got cash in the purse in the bag.
The 133rd.
There aren't clouds above the village in the sky.
The 134th.
No, we haven't got clouds above the village in the sky.
The 135th.
Are the posters above the bed on the walls?
The 136th.
No, the posters aren't above the bed on the walls.
The 137th.
The cash is in the wallet next to the desktop.
The 138th.
No, the cash isn't in the wallet next to the desktop.
The 139th.
Is there a cloud over the field in the sky?
The 140th.
Yes, the cloud is over the field in the sky.
The 141st.
Has the interpreter got interviews with Russians?
The 142nd.
Yes, the interpreter is in interviews with Russians.
The 143rd.
There's a text for a translator on the computer.
The 144th.
Yes, the translator has got a text on the computer.
The 145th.
Have I got rubbish in the bin?
The 146th.
No, you haven't got rubbish in the bin.
The 147th.
There isn't a poster above the desk on the wall.
The 148th.
No, we haven't got a poster above the desk on the wall.
The 149th.
I haven't got a rope in the house.
The 150th.
No, you haven't got a rope in the house.
The 151st.
There aren't examples in the notebooks.
The 152nd.
Yes, the daughter has got examples in the notebooks.
The 153rd.
Aren't there copies on the armchair in the living room?
The 154th.
Yes, the copies are on the armchair in the living room.
The 155th.
Have you got a title for the book?
The 156th.
No, I haven't got a title for the book.
The 157th.
Is there a menu in the bar?
The 158th.
Yes, the barman has got a menu in the bar.
The 159th.
There are dresses on the hangers in the bedroom.
The 160th.
Yes, the dresses are on the hangers in the bedroom.
The 161st.
Am I on the boat at sea?
The 162nd.
Yes, I'm on the boat at sea.
The 163rd.
Are there titles for the films?
The 164th.
Yes, the director has got titles for the films.
The 165th.
There are roads to the towns.
The 166th.
Yes, you've got roads to the towns.
The 167th.
There isn't a pillow on the bed in front of the television.
The 168th.
No, the pillow isn't on the bed in front of the television.
The 169th.
Isn't the example in the notebook?
The 170th.
Yes, you've got an example in the notebook.
The 171st.
Is the copy on the chair in the hall?
The 172nd.
Yes, the copy is on the chair in the hall.
The 173rd.
Hasn't the waitress got menus on the tables?
The 174th.
No, the waitress hasn't got menus on the tables.
The 175th.
The dress isn't in the wardrobe next to the television.
The 176th.
No, the dress isn't in the wardrobe next to the television.
The 177th.
We've got ships near to the village at sea.
The 178th.
There aren't ships near to the village at sea.
The 179th.
Isn't the road to the city?
The 180th.
No, the road isn't to the city.
The 181st.
Haven't we got pillows on the beds in front of the televisions?
The 182nd.
No, you haven't got pillows on the beds in front of the televisions.
The 183rd.
Hasn't the house got the internet?
The 184th.
No, the house hasn't got the internet.
The 185th.
There's a cucumber in the salad.
The 186th.
No, the cucumber isn't in the salad.
The 187th.
Are there sheets on the beds in the bedrooms?
The 188th.
Have we got the sheets on the beds in the bedrooms?
The 189th.
Yes, you've got sheets on the beds in the bedrooms.
The 190th.
Has the company got lorries in front of the buildings in the yards?
The 191st.
Yes, the company has got lorries in front of the buildings in the yards.
The 192nd.
Are the scanners in the offices?
The 193rd.
Have the secretaries got scanners in the offices?
The 194th.
No, the scanners aren't in the offices.
The 195th.
Have you got a sheet in the cupboard in the bedroom?
The 196th.
Yes, the sheet is in the cupboard in the bedroom.
The 197th.
Isn't there cream in the fridge?
The 198th.
No, the cream isn't in the fridge.
The 199th.
There's a lorry behind the houses in the yard.
The 200th.
Yes, the lorry is behind the houses in the yard.
The 201st.
Has the cook got cucumbers for salads in the kitchen?
The 202nd.
Yes, the cook has got cucumbers for salads in the kitchen.
The 203rd.
There isn't a scanner in the office.
The 204th.
No, the secretary hasn't got a scanner in the office.
The 205th.
There isn't the internet in the houses.
The 206th.
Haven't you got the internet in the houses?
The 207th.
Is there a diesel fuel in the tank?
The 208th.
Yes, the car has got diesel fuel in the tank.
The 209th.
Isn't there cream in the cup?
The 210th.
No, the cream isn't in the cup.
The 211th.
Are there garages for cars under the building?
The 212th.
No, the building hasn't got garages for cars.
The 213th.
Is the curtain in the washing machine?
The 214th.
Yes, the curtain is in the washing machine.
The 215th.
Is the case in the company?
The 216th.
Yes, the case is in the company.
The 217th.
There isn't fuel in the tanks.
The 218th.
No, the cars haven't got fuel in the tanks.
The 219th.
There aren't cases on the desks.
The 220th.
No, the cases aren't on the desks.
The 221st.
Is there a boot in the car?
The 222nd.
Yes, the car has got a boot.
The 223rd.
Is there fruit in the boots?
The 224th.
Yes, the fruit is in the boots.
The 225th.
Are there shampoos in the bathrooms?
The 226th.
No, the shampoos aren't in the bathrooms.
The 227th.
Hasn't the house got a garage for cars?
The 228th.
No, the house hasn't got a garage for cars.
The 229th.
There isn't chocolate in the cups.
The 230th.
No, we haven't got chocolate in the cups.
The 231st.
There are curtains on the windows in the kitchens.
The 232nd.
No, the room attendant hasn't got curtains on the windows in the kitchens.
The 233rd.
There isn't cheese next to the fridge in the hall.
The 234th.
No, the cheese isn't next to the fridge in the hall.
The 235th.
Isn't there shampoo on the bath?
The 236th.
No, the shampoo isn't on the bath.
The 237th.
Is there cheese in the bags next to the cupboards?
The 238th.
Yes, the cheese is in the bags next to the cupboards.
The 239th.
Isn't there chocolate in the coffee?
The 240th.
No, you haven't got chocolate in the coffee.
The 241st.
Aren't there teaspoons in the boxes under the table?
The 242nd.
No, the teaspoons aren't in boxes under the table.
The 243rd.
Hasn't the squirrel got a nut on the tree?
The 244th.
Yes, the squirrel has got a nut on the tree.
The 245th.
There's a bench near to the house.
The 246th.
Yes, the bench is near to the house.
The 247th.
There are tablespoons next to the plates in the dining rooms.
The 248th.
No, the tablespoons aren't next to the plates in the dining rooms.
The 249th.
There isn't copper for models in the safes.
The 250th.
No, the copper for models isn't in the safes.
The 251st.
There are pies with cabbage in the ovens.
The 252nd.
Yes, the cooks have got pies with cabbage in the ovens.
The 253rd.
Hasn't the display got a touch screen?
The 254th.
No, the display hasn't got a touch screen.
The 255th.
Is there a teaspoon next to the cup?
The 256th.
Yes, the client has got a teaspoon next to the cup.
The 257th.
Are the nuts on the trees in the forest?
The 258th.
Yes, the squirrels have got nuts on the trees in the forest.
The 259th.
There aren't people on the benches in the park.
The 260th.
Yes, the people are on the benches in the park.
The 261st.
There isn't a potato on the pan.
The 262nd.
No, the potato isn't on the pan.
The 263rd.
Aren't there touch screens on the monitors?
The 264th.
No, the monitors haven't got touch screens.
The 265th.
Hasn't the visitor got a tablespoon in the plate?
The 266th.
No, the visitor hasn't got a tablespoon in the plate.
The 267th.
There's a pie with meat in the oven.
The 268th.
Yes, the chef has got a pie with meat in the oven.
The 269th.
Isn't there gold for customers in the safe?
The 270th.
No, the gold for customers isn't in the safe.
The 271st.
There aren't potatoes in the pots.
The 272nd.
No, the wife hasn't got potatoes in the pots.
The 273rd.
The cigarettes aren't in the toilet at the door.
The 274th.
The husband has got cigarettes in the toilet on the cupboard.
The 275th.
Are there things on the windowsills in the flat?
The 276th.
Yes, the tailor has got things on the windowsills in the flat.
The 277th.
There's a cigarette next to the mouse in front of the monitor.
The 278th.
Yes, the cigarette is next to the mouse in front of the monitor.
The 279th.
Are there toothbrushes in the glasses in the bathroom?
The 280th.
Yes, the toothbrushes are in the glasses in the bathroom.
The 281st.
Haven't I got a stamp in the passport in the country?
The 282nd.
No, I haven't got a stamp in the passport in the country.
The 283rd.
Have you got toasters next to the cookers in the kitchens?
The 284th.
Yes, we've got toasters next to the cookers in the kitchens.
The 285th.
There aren't brushes for the painting.
The 286th.
No, the artist hasn't got brushes for the painting.
The 287th.
Are there flowers on the windowsill next to the armchair?
The 288th.
Yes, the uncle has got flowers on the windowsill next to the armchair.
The 289th.
Is the brush in the glass next to the painting?
The 290th.
Yes, the brush is in the glass next to the painting.
The 291st.
Haven't I got a toaster under the cupboard next to the window?
The 292nd.
No, I haven't got a toaster under the cupboard next to the window.
The 293rd.
Are there plants on the fridges at the cafe?
The 294th.
Yes, the barman has got plants on the fridges at the cafe.
The 295th.
Aren't there stamps in the passports in the cupboards?
The 296th.
No, you haven't got stamps in the passports in the cupboards.
The 297th.
Isn't the plant far from the window?
The 298th.
No, the plant isn't far from the window.
The 299th.
Is there a toothbrush in front of the mirror next to the bath?
The 300th.
Yes, the toothbrush is in front of the mirror next to the bath.
The 301st.
Isn't the surgeon in the mask in the hospital?
The 302nd.
No, the surgeon isn't in the mask in the hospital.
The 303rd.
Have I got a document in the folder next to the mirror?
The 304th.
Yes, you've got a document in the folder next to the mirror.
The 305th.
There aren't basements under the buildings.
The 306th.
No, we haven't got basements under the buildings.
The 307th.
Have the volunteers got mistakes in the reports about schools?
The 308th.
Yes, the volunteers have got mistakes in the reports about schools.
The 309th.
Are there glasses on the faces?
The 310th.
Yes, they've got glasses on the faces.
The 311th.
Have the welders got masks at the door?
The 312th.
Yes, the welders have got masks at the door.
The 313th.
Are there mushrooms in the forests?
The 314th.
Yes, you've got mushrooms in the forests.
The 315th.
Has the reader got a mistake in the report about football?
The 316th.
Yes, the reader has got a mistake in the report about football.
The 317th.
Have you got farms close to the town?
The 318th.
No, the farms aren't close to the town.
The 319th.
Have we got the documents in the folders on the desks?
The 320th.
Yes, the documents are in the folders on the desks.
The 321st.
Have I got a mushroom on the plate?
The 322nd.
Yes, I've got a mushroom on the plate.
The 323rd.
Isn't there a dance in the program?
The 324th.
No, the dance isn't in the program.
The 325th.
Hasn't the building got a basement?
The 326th.
No, the building hasn't got a basement.
The 327th.
There's a horse on the farm.
The 328th.
Yes, the horse is on the farm.
The 329th.
Has the performer got dances in the programs?
The 330th.
Yes, the performer has got dances in the programs.
The 331st.
Haven't I got ink on the face?
The 332nd.
No, you haven't got ink on the face.
The 333rd.
Isn't the shower in the bath?
The 334th.
No, the shower isn't in the bath.
The 335th.
Are there letters in the rucksacks?
The 336th.
Have you got letters in the rucksacks?
The 337th.
There aren't sweets in the pocket?
The 338th.
Have you got sweets in the pocket?
The 339th.
Isn't there a parcel from grandparents before holidays?
The 340th.
Haven't we got a parcel from grandparents before holidays?
The 341st.
Is the bag with food behind the door?
The 342nd.
No, the bag with food isn't behind the door.
The 343rd.
Aren't the showers in the baths?
The 344th.
Haven't the Japanese got showers in the baths?
The 345th.
No, The Japanese haven't got showers in the baths.
The 346th.
There are flowers in the vases on the cupboards.
The 347th.
Are the flowers in the vases on the cupboards?
The 348th.
Is the notebook in the rucksack?
The 349th.
Have you got a notebook in the rucksack?
The 350th.
There aren't parcels from parents before a holiday.
The 351st.
Hasn't the son got parcels from parents before a holiday?
The 352nd.
There are adverts after the film.
The 353rd.
Have you got adverts after the film?
The 354th.
Is there a vase with flowers on the window?
The 355th.
No, the vase with flowers isn't on the window.
The 356th.
Isn't there a sweet for the child?
The 357th.
Haven't you got a sweet for the child?
The 358th.
There isn't an advert on the radio.
The 359th.
Haven't the businesswoman got an advert on the radio?
The 360th.
There aren't drinks in the bags in front of the door.
The 361st.
Haven't we got drinks in the bags in front of the door?
The 362nd.
Isn't there a plate with rice for the Chinese?
The 363rd.
Is the plate with rice for the Chinese?
The 364th.
There's a ticket for football in the hotel.
The 365th.
Is the ticket for football in the hotel?
The 366th.
Aren't there guitars next to the paintings?
The 367th.
Haven't we got the guitars next to the paintings?
The 368th.
Have we got films on the channels on television?
The 369th.
Are the films on the channels on television?
The 370th.
There aren't motorways between the villages.
The 371st.
Haven't you got motorways between the villages?
The 372nd.
There aren't flippers in the car.
The 373rd.
Hasn't the swimmer got flippers in the car?
The 374th.
There aren't tickets for hockey in the pockets.
The 375th.
Aren't the tickets for hockey in the pockets?
The 376th.
Isn't there a wine in the glasses on the tables?
The 377th.
Haven't you got a wine in the glasses on the tables?
The 378th.
The glasses aren't with the wine on the tables.
The 379th.
There isn't a film on the channel.
The 380th.
Haven't you got a film on the channel?
The 381st.
There aren't plates with rice for Chinese.
The 382nd.
Haven't the Chinese got plates with rice?
The 383rd.
Isn't there a guitar next to the window?
The 384th.
Is the guitar next to the window?
The 385th.
There's a motorway to the town.
The 386th.
Have we got a motorway to the town?
The 387th.
Aren't the wines at the restaurants?
The 388th.
Haven't you got wines at the restaurants?
The 389th.
There are flippers under the bed.
The 390th.
Aren't the flippers under the bed?
The 391st.
Is there an application for drivers on the smartphone?
The 392nd.
Have you got an application for drivers on the smartphone?
The 393rd.
There's post in front of monitors.
The 394th.
Have the programmers got post in front of monitors?
The 395th.
There aren't islands near the town in the river.
The 396th.
Aren't the islands near the town in the river?
The 397th.
There are awards for books for writers.
The 398th.
Have you got awards for books for writers?
The 399th.
Has the inventor got a meeting with the partners at the restaurant?
The 400th.
Is the meeting with the partners at the restaurant?
The 401st.
Are the pills on the fridge in the hall?
The 402nd.
Have we got pills on the fridge in the hall?
The 403rd.
There's post on the chairs at the table.
The 404th.
Is the post on the chairs at the table?
The 405th.
Is there advantage over the competitors?
The 406th.
Has the businessman got advantage over the competitors?
The 407th.
Isn't there a pill by the bed in the room?
The 408th.
Hasn't the patient got a pill by the bed in the room?
The 409th.
Are there meetings with bankers close to the building?
The 410th.
Has the baker got meetings with bankers close to the building?
The 411th.
There are applications for travelers on the smartphones.
The 412th.
Haven't you got applications for travelers on the smartphones?
The 413th.
Haven't we got post in the backpacks in front of the mirrors?
The 414th.
Isn't the post in the backpacks in front of the mirrors?
The 415th.
Isn't there advantage over Americans in the competition?
The 416th.
Haven't we got advantage over Americans in the competition?
The 417th.
There's an island on the lake on the mountain.
The 418th.
Is the island on the lake on the mountain?
The 419th.
Has the scriptwriter got an award for the film?
The 420th.
is the award for the scriptwriter for the film?
The 421st.
There are banks at the corners.
The 422nd.
Are the banks at the corners?
The 423rd.
There's a noise in the motorcycle.
The 424th.
Has the biker got a noise in the motorcycle?
The 425th.
There isn't a dish on the table.
The 426th.
Hasn't the waiter got a dish on the table?
The 427th.
Haven't the scientists got laboratories in the buildings?
The 428th.
Aren't the laboratories in the buildings?
The 429th.
Isn't there a gift for the child in the rooms?
The 430th.
Hasn't the grandfather got a gift for the child in the rooms?
The 431st.
Are there nightstands by the beds in the bedrooms?
The 432nd.
Haven't you got nightstands by the beds in the bedrooms?
The 433rd.
Aren't there noises in the flats from the street?
The 434th.
Haven't you got noises in the flats from the street?
The 435th.
Aren't there dishes on the plates?
The 436th.
Haven't the waiters got dishes on the plates?
The 437th.
Has the researcher got a laboratory in the house?
The 438th.
Is the laboratory in the house?
The 439th.
There are gifts from the grandparents for the children in the garden.
The 440th.
Has the grandmother got gifts from grandparents for the children in the garden?
The 441st.
Isn't the nightstand next to the bed in the bedroom?
The 442nd.
Hasn't the tourist got a nightstand next to the bed in the bedroom?
The 443rd.
Is there a cafe at the corner?
The 444th.
Have you got a cafe at the corner?
The 445th.
There are tips for doorwomen from visitors?
The 446th.
Have the doorwomen got tips from the visitors?
The 447th.
Are the tools on the shelf on the wall?
The 448th.
Has the electrician got tools on the shelf on the wall?
The 449th.
Have you got a tip for doorwoman in the jacket?
The 450th.
Is the tip for doorwoman in the jacket?
The 451st.
There are sofas next to the televisions.
The 452nd.
Yes, you've got sofas next to the televisions.
The 453rd.
There's a bakery close to the house.
The 454th.
Isn't the bakery close to the house?
The 455th.
Hasn't the florist got business on the market?
The 456th.
No, the florist hasn't got business on the market.
The 457th.
Is there soup in the pots on the cookers?
The 458th.
Haven't we got soup in the pots on the cookers?
The 459th.
Are you experts in hockey?
The 460th.
Yes, we're experts in hockey.
The 461st.
Is there soap in the toilets at the petrol stations?
The 462nd.
Isn't soap in the toilets at the petrol stations?
The 463rd.
Aren't there pots on the shelves next to the kitchen?
The 464th.
Hasn't the girl got pots on the shelves next to the kitchen?
The 465th.
Is there a sofa at the television?
The 466th.
Yes, we're at the television on the sofa.
The 467th.
There's a tomato on the pan.
The 468th.
Yes, the neighbour has got a tomato on the pan.
The 469th.
Is there a pot with soup on the cooker?
The 470th.
Hasn't the niece got a pot with soup on the cooker?
The 471st.
Am I an expert in advertisements?
The 472nd.
Yes, I'm an expert in advertisements.
The 473rd.
There's soap next to the washing machine on the bath.
The 474th.
Yes, you've got soap next to the washing machine on the bath.
The 475th.
Has the parent got business at the factory?
The 476th.
Yes, the parent has got business at the factory.
The 477th.
Aren't there bakeries near to the square in the village?
The 478th.
Haven't you got bakeries near to the square in the village?
The 479th.
Aren't there tomatoes in the pot on a cooker?
The 480th.
Hasn't the cousin got tomatoes in the pot on a cooker?
The 481st.
Is there an engine in the car?
The 482nd.
No, the engine isn't in the car.
The 483rd.
Are there suits in the wardrobes?
The 484th.
Yes, the minister has got suits in the wardrobes.
The 485th.
Have I got cafes in the quarters?
The 486th.
Yes, you've got cafes in the quarters.
The 487th.
Is there evidence against the criminal?
The 488th.
Has the detective got evidence against the criminal?
The 489th.
There's a discussion between Americans about the timetable.
The 490th.
Yes, the Americans have got a discussion about the timetable.
The 491st.
Is there school in the quarter?
The 492nd.
Yes, we've got school in the quarter.
The 493rd.
Hasn't the farmer got dirt on the knee?
The 494th.
No, the farmer hasn't got dirt on the knee.
The 495th.
Isn't the suit on the hanger next to the mirrors?
The 496th.
No, you haven't got the suit on the hanger next to the mirrors.
The 497th.
Are there hospitals in the district?
The 498th.
Haven't you got hospitals in the district?
The 499th.
Are there discussions among passengers about trains?
The 500th.
Haven't the passengers got discussions about trains?
The 501st.
Aren't the engines in the cars?
The 502nd.
No, we haven't got engines in the cars.
The 503rd.
There's a person on the platform in front of the train.
The 504th.
Yes, we've got a person on the platform in front of the train.
The 505th.
Hasn't the prosecutor got evidence against the thieves?
The 506th.
No, the prosecutor hasn't got evidence against the thieves.
The 507th.
Aren't there restaurants in the districts?
The 508th.
No, we haven't got restaurants in the districts.
The 509th.
Has the viewer got a laptop on the knees?
The 510th.
Yes, the viewer has got a laptop on the knees.
The 511th.
Aren't there cans in the backpacks?
The 512th.
Haven't the travellers got cans in the backpacks?
The 513th.
Isn't the skate next to the hanger at the mirror?
The 514th.
No, the skate isn't next to the hanger at the mirror.
The 515th.
Hasn't the politician got a house in the country?
The 516th.
No, the politician hasn't got a house in the country.
The 517th.
There isn't a sock under the chair.
The 518th.
No, the sock isn't under the chair.
The 519th.
There's a match on TV?
The 520th.
Yes, you've got a match on TV.
The 521st.
Aren't there trains on the platforms?
The 522nd.
No, the tourists haven't got trains on platforms.
The 523rd.
Isn't the house in the country?
The 524th.
Haven't you got a house in the country?
The 525th.
Aren't the skates under the chairs next to the living room?
The 526th.
No, the skates aren't under the chair next to the living room.
The 527th.
Aren't the socks on the carpet in front of the bed?
The 528th.
No, the socks aren't on the carpet in front of the bed.
The 529th.
Is there a dialogue between engineers about bikes?
The 530th.
Yes, the engineers have got a dialogue about bikes.
The 531st.
Aren't there TVs in the living rooms?
The 532nd.
No, the attendants haven't got TVs in the living rooms.
The 533rd.
Are there dialogues among researchers about energy?
The 534th.
Yes, the researchers have got dialogues about energy.
The 535th.
Haven't the technicians got uniform at the factories?
The 536th.
No, the technicians haven't got uniform at the factories.
The 537th.
Isn't there a can next to the bags?
The 538th.
No, the can isn't next to the bags.
The 539th.
Haven't the cleaners got uniform in the buildings?
The 540th.
No, the cleaners haven't got uniform in the buildings.
The 541st.
Is there a van close to the house in the street?
The 542nd.
Isn't the van close to the house in the street?
The 543rd.
Have you got discs with films in the computers?
The 544th.
Yes, we've got discs with films in the computers.
The 545th.
There aren't colleges in the towns.
The 546th.
Have you got colleges in the towns?
The 547th.
Aren't the children under control at schools?
The 548th.
Yes, the children are under control at schools.
The 549th.
Aren't the tourists on the beach?
The 550th.
No, you haven't got tourists on the beach.
The 551st.
Aren't the fights between sportswomen on television?
The 552nd.
No, I haven't got fights between sportswomen on television.
The 553rd.
Are you under control at school?
The 554th.
No, I'm not under control at school.
The 555th.
Isn't the college in the city?
The 556th.
Haven't we got a college in the city?
The 557th.
Are the vans near to the buildings in the streets?
The 558th.
Haven't the bosses got vans near to the buildings in the streets?
The 559th.
Isn't there a telephone at the petrol station?
The 560th.
No, the salesman hasn't got a telephone at the petrol station.
The 561st.
Hasn't the chairwoman got a speech to listeners?
The 562nd.
No, the chairwoman hasn't got a speech to listeners.
The 563rd.
Are there speeches from chairman to readers?
The 564th.
Have the chairman got speeches to readers?
The 565th.
Isn't there a disk with the programs in the computer?
The 566th.
No, the disk with the programs isn't in the computer.
The 567th.
Aren't there telephones in the hospitals?
The 568th.
No, the patients haven't got telephones in the hospitals.
The 569th.
Are there bars for tourists in the villages?
The 570th.
No, the tourists haven't got bars in the villages.
The 571st.
Haven't you got swimmers on the beaches?
The 572nd.
No, we haven't got swimmers on the beaches.
The 573rd.
Isn't there a fight between boxers on television?
The 574th.
No, it isn't a fight between boxers on television.
The 575th.
Are there conferences with Europeans about oil in the building?
The 576th.
We haven't got conferences with Europeans about oil in the building.
The 577th.
Are there spaces for the maps above the desks?
The 578th.
Yes, we've got spaces for the maps above the monitors.
The 579th.
There aren't comments under the videos for the author.
The 580th.
Hasn't the author got comments under the videos?
The 581st.
Are you at the stadium?
The 582nd.
No, I'm not at the stadium.
The 583rd.
Aren't there boards for the houses?
The 584th.
Has the builder got boards for the houses?
The 585th.
Are the gates for football on the field?
The 586th.
No, the gates for football aren't on the field.
The 587th.
You've got a comment under the video from viewers.
The 588th.
There's a comment under the video from viewers.
The 589th.
Aren't there fans at the stadiums?
The 590th.
No, the fans aren't at the stadiums.
The 591st.
You've got a space for the photos above the monitor.
The 592nd.
Yes, I've got a space for the photos above the monitor.
The 593rd.
Haven't you a gate for football on the field?
The 594th.
No, we haven't got a gate for football on the field.
The 595th.
Isn't there a board behind the house?
596th.
No, the board isn't behind the house.
The 597th.
Is there a line on the paper?
The 598th.
No, we haven't got a line on the paper.
The 599th.
Is there a conference with Turks about equipment?
The 600th.
Yes, you've got a conference with Turks about equipment.
The 601st.
There isn't a sauce for fish in the fridge.
The 602nd.
Has the housewife got a sauce for fish in the fridge?
The 603rd.
Aren't the holidays at the weekend?
The 604th.
No, the holidays aren't at the weekend.
The 605th.
There aren't lines in the notebooks.
The 606th.
No, you haven't got lines in the notebooks.
The 607th.
Is the kid at the desk in front of the monitor?
The 608th.
Yes. The kid is at the desk in front of the monitor.
The 609th.
Have we got a week before exams?
The 610th.
No, you haven't got a week before exams.
The 611th.
There isn't mud on the car.
The 612th.
No, you haven't got mud on the car.
The 613th.
There are speakers for chairman in the hall.
The 614th.
Aren't the speakers for the chairman in the hall?
The 615th.
Aren't the kids at the desks at schools?
The 616th.
No, the kids aren't at the desks at schools.
The 617th.
There aren't weeks before competitions.
The 618th.
No, the skiers haven't got weeks before competitions.
The 619th.
Hasn't the refugee got home in the country?
The 620th.
No, the refugee hasn't got home in the country.
The 621st.
There's mud on the shirt from the street.
The 622nd.
Has the girl got mud on the shirt from the street?
The 623rd.
Haven't the cooks got sauces for fish in the fridges?
The 624th.
No, the cooks haven't got sauces for fish in the fridges.
The 625th.
Are there matches on television at weekends?
The 626th.
Yes, you've got matches on television at weekends.
The 627th.
Have the citizens got homes in the countries?
The 628th.
Yes, the citizens have got homes in the countries.
The 629th.
There aren't screens for the performers in the halls.
The 630th.
Have the performers got screens in the halls?
The 631st.
There are days before the competition between figure skaters.
The 632nd.
Have we got days before the competition between figure skaters?
The 633rd.
Are you on a walk with the dog far from the house?
The 634th.
Yes, I'm on the walk with the dog far from the house.
The 635th.
There's news on the radio in the evenings.
The 636th.
Have the sailors got news on the radio in the evenings?
The 637th.
Are the neighbours on the walks with dogs far from the houses?
The 638th.
Yes, the neighbours are on the walks with dogs far from the houses.
The 639th.
There are stories about travellers in the book.
The 640th.
Have you got a book with stories about the travellers?
The 641st.
Have I got a visit to surgeons after the holiday?
The 642nd.
Yes, you've got a visit to surgeons after the holiday.
The 643rd.
There are calls to the police from the witnesses.
The 644th.
Have the police got calls from witnesses?
The 645th.
There's a story about a scientist in the book.
The 646th.
The lecturer has got a story about a scientist.
The 647th.
Aren't there competitions between runners on television in the evening?
The 648th.
Haven't we got competitions between runners on television in the evening?
The 649th.
There's practice for nurses with professors in the hospitals.
The 650th.
Have the nurses got practice with professors in the hospitals?
The 651st.
Have we got visits to the nieces before the holidays?
The 652nd.
Yes, we've got visits to the nieces before the holidays.
The 653rd.
There's a call from the secretary.
The 654th.
Has the producer got a call from the secretary?
The 655th.
Are you on holiday far from the city?
The 656th.
No, we aren't on holiday far from the city.
The 657th.
There's a day before the match between Germans and Italians.
The 658th.
Yes, you've got a day before the match between German and Italians.
The 659th.
Has the accountant got practice in the companies?
The 660th.
Isn't the practice in the companies?
The 661st.
Has the trainee got offers from employers?
The 662nd.
Yes, the trainee has got offers from employers.
The 663rd.
Are the flight attendants on holiday on the armchairs in front of the televisions?
The 664th.
Yes, the flight attendants are on holiday on the armchairs in front of the televisions.
The 665th.
There aren't pages with pictures in the books.
The 666th.
No, you haven't got pages with pictures in the books.
The 667th.
There's industry in the state.
The 668th.
Have the locals got industry in the state?
The 669th.
Haven't you got a talk with the bestie about a profession?
The 670th.
No, I haven't got a talk with the bestie about a profession.
The 671st.
There isn't a sentence in the notebook.
The 672nd.
Has the schoolgirl got a sentence in the notebook?
The 673rd.
There are hostels for trainees near the hospitals.
The 674th.
Have the trainees got hostels near the hospitals?
The 675th.
Is there a toilet next to the bath?
The 676th.
Has the designer got a toilet next to the bath?
The 677th.
There isn't an offer from the employer.
The 678th.
Isn't the offer from the employer?
The 679th.
Has the boy got underpants on the hanger in the wardrobe?
The 680th.
No, the boy hasn't got underpants on the hanger in the wardrobe.
The 681st.
There aren't sentences in the notebooks.
The 682nd.
You haven't got sentences in the notebooks.
The 683rd.
Isn't the plan on the page next to the dining room?
The 684th.
Have you got a plan on the page next to the dining room?
The 685th.
Are you in the hostel near the square?
The 686th.
Yes, I'm in the hostel near the square.
The 687th.
Are the underpants on the armchair next to the beds?
The 688th.
Yes, the underpants are on the armchair next to the beds.
The 689th.
Are there talks with friends about professions?
The 690th.
Has he got talks with friends about professions?
The 691st.
Is there a bus for passengers at the station?
The 692nd.
Have the passengers got a bus at the station?
The 693rd.
There isn't a hole in the jeans.
The 694th.
Haven't I got a hole in the jeans?
The 695th.
Isn't the castle far from the village?
The 696th.
Am I far from the castle?
The 697th.
There isn't industry close to the cities.
The 698th.
Haven't we got industry close to the cities?
The 699th.
Are there toilets next to the baths?
The 700th.
Have the designers got toilets next to the baths?
The 701st.
Is there an essay about the environment from a schoolgirl?
The 702nd.
Has the schoolgirl got an essay about the environment?
The 703rd.
Is there a hill near to the village?
The 704th.
Yes, you've got a hill near to the village.
The 705th.
Are there cameras on the necks?
The 706th.
Have the representatives got cameras on the necks?
The 707th.
Isn't there electricity at the stations?
The 708th.
Haven't we got electricity at the stations?
The 709th.
Are the villages around castles?
The 710th.
Have we got villages around castles?
The 711th.
Has the researcher got a report about the environment?
The 712th.
Yes, the researcher has got a report about the environment.
The 713th.
Aren't there holes on the t-shirts?
The 714th.
Haven't we got holes on the t-shirts?
The 715th.
Isn't the bar for journalists close to the cafe?
The 716th.
Haven't you got a bar for journalists close to the cafe?
The 717th.
Is there a camera on the neck?
The 718th.
No, the pensioner hasn't got a camera on the neck.
The 719th.
Aren't there hills around the village?
The 720th.
Yes, the hills are round the village.
The 721st.
Hasn't the gymnast got success in the competition?
The 722nd.
No, the gymnast hasn't got success in the competition.
The 723rd.
There are hotels on the coasts.
The 724th.
Haven't you got hotels on the coasts?
The 725th.
There aren't errors in the addresses on the letters.
The 726th.
No, the postwoman hasn't got errors in the addresses on the letters.
The 727th.
Is the check from the courier next to the keys in the living room?
The 728th.
Yes, I've got the check from the courier next to keys in the living room.
The 729th.
Is there tea with the relatives in the mornings?
The 730th.
Yes, we've got tea with the relatives in the morning.
The 731st.
There are images on displays from the desktops.
The 732nd.
The programmer hasn't got images on the displays from the desktops.
The 733rd.
Isn't there a comedy on television?
The 734th.
Yes, you've got a comedy on television.
The 735th.
Aren't the checks from the mechanics in the purse next to the mirrors?
The 736th.
Have we got checks from the mechanics in the purse next to the mirrors?
The 737th.
There isn't a hotel on the coast.
The 738th.
Haven't you got a hotel on the coast?
The 739th.
Are there comedies on the radio?
The 740th.
Haven't you got comedies on the radio?
The 741st.
Hasn't the architect got success with Italians?
The 742nd.
No, the architect hasn't got success with Italians.
The 743rd.
Have you got tea with family in the mornings?
The 744th.
Yes, I've got tea with family in the mornings.
The 745th.
There's a boat with divers on the bank.
The 746th.
No, we haven't got a boat with divers on the bank.
The 747th.
Is there an image on the monitor from the desktop?
The 748th.
Have you got an image on the monitor from the desktop?
The 749th.
Aren't there boats with children on the banks?
The 750th.
Yes, the boats with children are far from the banks.
The 751st.
There aren't studies in the houses.
The 752nd.
Haven't I got studies in the houses?
The 753rd.
Isn't there a lock in the door?
The 754th.
Have we got a lock in the door?
The 755th.
Haven't the policewomen got guns on the belts?
The 756th.
No, the policewomen haven't got guns on the belts.
The 757th.
Are the brothers at the blackboard?
The 758th.
Yes, the brothers are at the blackboard.
The 759th.
Isn't there an error in the address on the letter?
The 760th.
No, you haven't got an error in the address on the letter.
The 761st.
There aren't hits in the programs.
The 762nd.
Haven't the musicians got hits in the programs?
The 763rd.
Isn't the ship far from the shore?
The 764th.
Yes, we've got a ship far from the shore.
The 765th.
Is the pupil at the blackboard?
The 766th.
Yes, the pupil is at the blackboard.
The 767th.
Are the ships far from the shores?
The 768th.
Yes, the ships are far from the shores.
The 769th.
Is there a camp for climbers in the mountains?
The 770th.
No, you haven't got a camp for climbers in the mountains.
The 771st.
There aren't locks in the doors.
The 772nd.
Hasn't the technician got locks in the doors?
The 773rd.
There isn't a hit in the program.
The 774th.
No, the performer hasn't got a hit in the program.
The 775th.
There isn't a study in the flat.
The 776th.
No, you haven't got a study in the flat.
The 777th.
There aren't camps for footballers near the river.
The 778th.
Aren't the camps for footballers near the river?
The 779th.
Has the criminal got a gun in the clothes?
The 780th.
No, the criminal hasn't got a gun in the clothes.
The 781st.
Aren't there theatres near the squares?
The 782nd.
Have we got theatres near the squares?
The 783rd.
There isn't a tour to mountains for tourists.
The 784th.
Hasn't the agent got a tour to mountains for tourists?
The 785th.
There are tours to the lakes in the mountains for travelers.
The 786th.
Yes, you've got tours to the lakes in the mountains for travelers.
The 787th.
Haven't I got petrol at the petrol stations?
The 788th.
No, you haven't got petrol at the petrol stations.
The 789th.
Isn't the fork in the sink?
The 790th.
No, I haven't got a fork in the sink.
The 791st.
Aren't there towers on the square?
The 792nd.
Haven't you got towers on the square?
The 793rd.
Aren't there jars with juices under the tables?
The 794th.
Have you got jars with juices under the tables?
The 795th.
There isn't a tower near to the town.
The 796th.
Isn't the tower near to the town?
The 797th.
Hasn't the politician got weight among voters?
The 798th.
No, the politician hasn't got weight among voters.
The 799th.
Aren't there forks in the sinks?
The 800th. Haven't you got forks in the sinks? The 801st.
There isn't petrol at the petrol station.
The 802nd.
Haven't you got petrol at the petrol station?
The 803rd. Isn't there snow in the streets in the town? The 804th.
Haven't you got snow in the streets in the town?
The 805th. Have we got weight among businessmen? The 806th.
Yes, we've got weight among businessmen.
The 807th.
Haven't the cleaners got jobs in parks?
The 808th.
No, the cleaners haven't got jobs in parks.
The 809th. There's a jar with coffee next to monitor. The 810th. Isn't the jar with coffee next to monitor? The 811th.
Has the winner got records in competitions?
The 812th.
Yes, the winner has got records in competitions.
The 813th.
Is there a sheet next to the book on the desk?
The 814th.
Yes, the scriptwriter has got a sheet next to the book on the desk.
The 815th.
Isn't the rock far from the town?
The 816th.
No, the rock isn't far from the town.
The 817th.
Aren't there materials for the carpenters on the roof?
The 818th.
Haven't the carpenters got materials on the roof?
The 819th.
Isn't the reception desk in front of the doors?
The 820th.
No, the reception desk isn't in front of the doors.
The 821st.
There isn't snow on the fields close to the town.
The 822nd.
Have you got snow on the fields close to the town?
The 823rd. Isn't there dirt on the noses? The 824th.
You haven't got dirt on the noses.
The 825th.
Isn't the ocean near to the city?
The 826th.
No, the ocean is far from the cities.
The 827th. Are there tests for architects on computers? The 828th.
Have the architects got tests on computers?
The 829th.
Is the cousin in a chat with bestie at the charging point?
The 830th.
Yes, the cousin is in a chat with bestie at the charging point.
The 831st.
Has the skater got a record in the competition?
The 832nd.
Yes, the skater has got a record in the competition.
The 833rd.
Isn't the material for coats next to the hangers?
The 834th.
Hasn't the tailor got the material for coats next to the hangers?
The 835th.
Are the besties in chats on tablets near school?
The 836th.
Yes, the besties are in chats on tablets near school.
The 837th.
Hasn't the soldier got fear of the instructor?
The 838th.
No, the soldier hasn't got fear of the instructor.
The 839th.
Are there people on the boats in the ocean?
The 840th.
No, we haven't got people on the boats in the ocean.
The 841st.
Aren't there rocks near to the villages?
The 842nd.
No, we haven't got rocks near to the villages.
The 843rd. Are you at the reception desks? The 844th.
No, I'm not at the reception desks.
The 845th. Aren't there sheets next to the keyboard on the desktops? The 846th.
Haven't the trainees got sheets next to the keyboards on the desktops?
The 847th. Haven't I got ink on the nose? The 848th.
No, you haven't got ink on the nose.
The 849th.
Haven't the schoolboys got a test at school?
The 850th. No, the schoolboys haven't got a test at school. The 851st.
Haven't you got fear of the exam?
The 852nd. No, I haven't got fear of the exam.